So we have learned how to validate a request body by creating and using a DTO. But we can also create a DTO for validating route parameters. And let's learn how we can do that in this lecture. Now, the question is when we might want to use DTO for route parameters. Let's understand it with an example. So here we have this get users method, and when a get request is made to root URL/users, this get users controller method will be executed, and it is going to return us all the users, right? Now let's say for this get users, we are also going to take an optional parameter. For that, let me go ahead and let me specify an optional parameter. And here, let's say the parameter is married. Okay, so if this is married route parameter is present, then we will read that is married route parameter. If its value is true, we will return only those users for which this is married is set to true. But if this is married is false, in that case, this get users method will return all those users whose is married property is set to false. And this parameter should be an optional parameter. So we will use a question mark like this. And now let's go ahead and let's read that route parameter value. For that, I'm going to use this param decorator. And to that, let's pass is married. Here we are passing the route parameter name whose value we want to read. And this is married value should be a Boolean value. So here I'm also going to use parse bool pipe. And to use this, we also need to import it from NestJS/common. Okay. So basically, whatever value we are going to receive for this is married property, it will be read as a string value, and we want to convert it to Boolean value. All right. And here we don't need to call it like this. Now, here let's specify a parameter to which the value of this is married will be assigned. So let's simply call it as is married. You can name it anything. Okay, and it is going to be of type Boolean. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's try to log this is married. So for that, I'm going to use this console.log statement. Let's save the changes. Let's go to Postman, and there we are going to make a get request to get all the users, and there I'm also going to specify true. Okay, now let's make a request here. So here we are getting all the users because we have not written any logic to get only the users based on the value of isMarried route parameter. Okay, but the request went through. Now if I go to command prompt, there you will see true is logged because for the isMarried route parameter we are passing true here. If I pass false, and now if we send the request and if we go to command prompt, false is logged here. So it is working as expected. But if I go back to Postman and if I don't pass a value for the route parameter, for the isMarried route parameter, since we have made it as optional, if I send the request should go. But here you will see that we have an error. We have validation failed error. If I go to VS Code, there we have kept this isMarried as an optional route parameter. But when we are not specifying a value for this route parameter, we are getting this validation error. Now, why is that? That's because whenever you use a pipe like this parse bool or parse int or parse float, whenever you use these pipes on a route parameter like we are doing here, so here using this param decorator, we are reading the value of this isMarried route parameter and we are converting it to Boolean type. So whenever you use a built-in pipe like this, in that case, your route parameter cannot be optional. This you need to remember. In this case, since here you have set the isMarried route parameter as optional, but on that route parameter, when you are trying to use a pipe, that route parameter will no more be an optional route parameter. It will become a required route parameter. Okay, so you cannot make a request to this get users controller method to get all the users without passing the value for this isMarried route parameter. So that's why here we might not want to use this built-in pipe. Instead, what we will do is we will create a DTO, and using that DTO, we will validate this isMarried route parameter. And there we will also keep it as optional. Okay, so for now, let's keep this parse bool pipe here. Now what we are going to do is we are going to create a new DTO, and I'm going to call this DTO get user param dot DTO dot TS. Okay, so I'm going to call the DTO as get user param DTO. So the file name is get user param dot DTO dot TS. Inside that, let's again go ahead and let's create a class and let's export it. And inside this DTO, let's go ahead and let's create a property. Let's call it is married. Okay, and it is going to be of type Boolean. And I'm going to keep only one property here because for this get user controller method, we are only going to take one route parameter. But if you have multiple route parameters which you are specifying for the controller method, then you can specify all those route parameters here. In our case, we have only one route parameter. All right, and first of all, what we want is this is married, it should be a Boolean value. If the user supplies a string value or a numeric value, it should immediately throw an error. And for that, we are going to use a built-in validator decorator, which is Boolean. And to use this, we also need to import it from class validator. Okay. And another decorator which we want to use here is optional. Why? Because this is married property, it should be an optional property. If the user does not supply a value for this is married property, we should not get any error. Okay, with this, let's save the changes and let's use this DTO for validating the is married route parameter. Now, one thing which you need to remember here is that, and it is very important, that when you extract a specific param, like we are doing here, from the parameter list, we are extracting this is married route parameter. Okay, and then on that, we were trying to use this parse bool pipe. But now we want to use this get user param DTO on this is married route. So when we want to use a DTO in order to validate a route parameter, we cannot extract a specific route parameter and do that. So we cannot use it in this way. So we will have to get all the route parameters, and currently for this route, we have only one route parameter, but we can also have multiple route parameters. So instead of calling it as is married, I'll simply call it as param. So if we have multiple route parameters for a request, then all those route parameters will be assigned to this param parameter here. Okay. And now we are going to set the type of this param to get user param DTO. So let's try to specify that. And in order to use this get user param DTO, we also need to import it from this file path. So let's also do that. And this is it. We don't need to use the validation pipe here because we have specified the validation pipe as the global pipe. So it will be automatically applied on this param. All right. And now here, let's try to log param. All right, let's save the changes and let's see if everything works or not. So let's go back to Postman again and let's try to make a request. So the request went through, and if we go to the command prompt, there you will see that for the param an object has been logged, and for that object we have this is married property which is set to undefined. Now let's go back and now let's pass a value for the is married route parameter and let's pass true here. And now let's send the request. And this time we will get an error. And the error says is married must be a Boolean value. Now the reason we have this error because we have already learned that the route parameter value which we pass or the query string value which we pass, it is always treated as a string value. So this true here, it will be assigned to this is married property as a string value. But we have set the type of this is married as Boolean. And because of that, we have that error. And to resolve this error, all we have to do is, in the last lecture, we imported the class transformer package. So in the same way, here also, we are going to import one of the decorators from that class transformer package. And which decorator do we want to use? We want to use the type decorator from class transformer. Okay. And now we are also going to decorate this is married with type decorator. And to that, we are going to pass an arrow function syntax like this. And there we are going to specify the type to which the value which we are going to receive for this is married should be converted to. So if we are going to receive a Boolean value for this is married, in that case, no conversion is required. But if we are receiving a value of string type or number type, then that value must be converted to Boolean type first, and then only it should be assigned to this is married. And for that, we are using this type decorator. This type decorator will make sure that whatever value we are going to receive for this is married property, first it gets converted to Boolean type. For that, here we need to specify Boolean. Okay, and once the value is converted to Boolean type, then only it will be assigned to this is married property. And this is what this type decorator is going to do. So again, let's save the changes now. Let's go to Postman, and before that, let's verify that the application has been recompiled or not. So the application has been recompiled. Let's go to Postman, and now let's make the request. And now the request should go through and we should get the response. As you can see, we are getting all the users in the response. So it is working as expected. If I pass false here, so for this also we should not get any error. And if I don't pass this route parameter, because we have made this is married route parameter as optional, so if we don't pass this, then also the request should go through and it should give us the response. So now everything is working as expected. And now this is married route parameter, it is acting like an optional route parameter. So we can also use DTOs with route parameters. This is all from this lecture. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.